Welcome back. It is Chris Nichols here from PetaPixel, and I am joined by Blair Bunting. And
hello.
Blair, thank you for joining us here today.
No problem.
And now, if you haven't seen the short doc of the project that we've done with Blair, you definitely want to watch that. It's going to give you context. But here's the quick rundown. Blair, you're a commercial photographer. You're going up in a U-2 spy plane. You're wearing a pressurized spacesuit, edge of space, chased by another U-2 spy plane, and you're going to take a photo of that spy plane, and that's never been done before. Is that about right?
Yep.
Now, the photograph is really what it's all about, Blair. But in this video spot, I just want to talk about the camera gear. Like, you know, that's what we love to do. We love to talk about cameras.
Fair enough.
What are you taking up with you?
That has been as long a journey as actually getting the flight set up. We started off about 8 months ago, and we said, you know, let's pick this one camera that's going to go up there. And as it kind of got closer, I said, maybe we can get 2 up there, and then maybe 3. And so we started, okay, if we can have 3 cameras, let's just get the right lens, right body. And about 250 to 300 combinations later, we came down to what we were going to shoot, and flew out to Beale and got ready for the flight, and we changed it last night. So, but I mean, there's focal ranges between 10 and I'd love to get 135 up there. But that all changed last week with the very first, when they practiced the high flight formation, and they got the planes, they were able to reduce the distance between the 2 of them from a mile to about 100 feet.
Right.
And so that 135 is too much compression. We're going to limit ourselves in case we can bump it in a little bit closer and actually squeeze out a couple more millimeters on the wide end. For the overall, making sure everybody sees the Earth and that's round and are all happy and stuff like that, that's going to be the 10. I wanted a 12 to 24. It doesn't fit.
I finally decided on a Sony 24-70 G Master 2 with a circular polarizer from Breakthrough Filters.
So earlier when you were actually fitting cameras inside the cockpit, I heard talk of a dog bowl. Can you explain that further? Do we have dog bowl?
I think we do.
Jordan, can you bring a dog bowl boy? Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, explain this to us. He knows I love him.
When you're shooting against a canopy in the U2, it's not like a commercial airline. It's 2 inches thick, and so that reflection, especially with you being between the sun and the Earth, is pronounced. So I wanted to start approaching like, okay, I'm going to need to kill it out, and you're going to want a hood that you can go flat against the canopy. We got some of the conventional hoods, ones that you can buy on the market that are advertised. But they were hard enough for me to hold against a regular window without wearing a spacesuit. And so I kind of felt like they weren't firm enough.
Right.
And further research on the internet, I bought a number of different things, and I ended up on a dog bowl.
Okay, so this is an actual
this is
dog
literally,
bowl.
Oh, dude, this is full on. This is where you attach the leash.
A packable dog bowl.
And so it pops out, and it actually is firmer.
Now, the inside of this, hopefully people can see at home, this doesn't look precisely CNC machined to me, Blair. This looks like someone went out with a butter knife or something similar.
Actually, it's
Steak
kitchen
knife?
scissors.
Kitchen scissors,
Butter knives don't cut as well as they used to anymore. So what I ended up doing was I only stabbed myself once.
Perfect.
I did it the first time. The second one I cut out. I didn't stab myself at all.
Great
No
job.
stabbing.
You've settled on a few mirrorless full-frame camera bodies, but tell us about the one that you brought here today that we're going to talk about.
The Z9 kind of, it fit some corks, but it was heavy, but at the same time also I felt like the dynamic range was a little bit rougher for me to use, and when you were shooting we're looking at 15.6 EV for the exposure of the Earth. You're going to need dynamic range as much as you can get.
Okay.
So then they said, how about we do a Z7 II and we write you a custom one-off firmware for it, because there are certain requirements from the military about what goes up in their planes for safety's sake, because it's a spy plane after all.
Right.
And so this camera has a custom one-off written firmware. It even has my name on the bottom.
Yeah, what's this customization they've done?
Yeah, I don't know what it says in Japanese, but it has my name, so it must be attended to me.
Like
and
only
then
you can use it.
Yeah, apparently so.
So we got a high-tech one-off camera for this, but that lens looks very familiar to my early days of photography.
Oh, is it going to go in?
What is going on with that? Are you taking that up to the edge of space?
I am. This is a 1972 Nikon F.
50mm 1.4?
Yeah, it's the lens that my dad when he was in college, he saved up for because he wanted to buy the 1.4. He used it in college, took pictures of my mom for his photo courses and everything. And then when I was in high school, I told him that I had an interest in photography. And he brought his camera out and he said, well, it was actually something that was really important to me. He said, you don't have to go in photography, but if you want to know anything, I'm here for you. And it was always, it's my dad's support that, and my mom too, that that's what made the first step possible, and the next step, and the next step. And so I'm taking it up there because I want him to know what it's meant to me, and I want those out there to see what the support to a kid can mean. So I'm going to photograph the earth. I'm going to give it back to him.
We appreciate you sharing that with us, and best wishes tomorrow. But we've got so much other stuff out of this project, right? We've got other videos, so definitely check those out. You'll definitely want to see those. And Blair, thank you for joining us.
No worries, man. No worries at all.
Please do check out the other videos that we've shot with Blair. It's a really amazing project. You don't want to miss that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter. We'd really appreciate that too. Leave comments below. We would love to hear what you think about this video. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon with more episodes on PetaPixel.